How's it going, guys? It's Fosco here with Double XP Gaming, and with less than a week before the Double XP Xbox Live Injustice Tournament, thought we could post a couple videos to get people pumped up for the big day. And for the first video, I thought we could do a closer look at the newest addition to the Injustice roster, Lobo.
Don't mess with the main man.
And if I'm going to be talking about such an iconic badass, it only seems appropriate that I crack a beer, get a big cigar, and give the tool time salute to the main man Lobo.
Time to liven up the joint.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. My card.
For those of you unfamiliar with the Lobo character, let me take a minute to bring you up to speed.
The name's Lobo. That's L as in lacerate, O as in obliterate, B as in disembowel, and O as in I guess I can use obliterate twice.
Lobo was created by Roger Slifer and Keith Giffen in 1983. Introduced into the DC universe as a baddie, Lobo was a single surviving member of the Valorbian race. The rest had been wiped out by the sadistic alien race, the Scions. Lobo would be a rarely used villain, popping up every now and then to go toe-to-toe with random JLAers. But ultimately, he would end up on the DC back burner. That is until 1990, when his creators decided that they were going to completely change his image and retool his background story. They decided to make him a more tongue-in-cheek anti-hero and less of the hard-boiled villain he was introduced as. More of a prototype typical to the 90s. Now, when I say they retooled his background story, what I mean was they scrapped it all together and rewrote a new one. Now, he was still the last surviving member of his alien race, but instead of having another race wipe him out, what they did was, well, let's have Lobo explain.
That's rich. I'm the Lazarnian. I fragged the rest of the planet for my high school science project. Gave myself an A.
Yeah, how's that for badass? The dude blew up his home planet to get out of his science fair project. Had I known that was an option, I probably would have passed the 8th grade. I know there's more to the background story to that in the comic books, but I like this version a lot more. Fans instantly gravitated towards a new Lobo, and who can blame him? The dude just screams 90s super badass. He smokes cigars, carries around a hook and chain, he wears a jean jacket that says, "Bite me, fanboy," and he rides his intergalactic motorcycle planet to planet, kicking ass, cashing checks, all the while throwing in some cheesy puns along the way.
Yeah, well, they're gonna have to make do without their big blue babysitter from now on.
You're no Superman.
The ladies say different.
Lobo quickly rose to become one of the most popular DC heroes in the early 90s. He did crossover titles such as Lobo Cop, Lobo the Duck, and Lobo's Paramilitary Christmas Special. In an interview with creator Keith Giffen, when asked about the character and his popularity, he said, quote, "I have no idea why Lobo took off. I came up with him as an indictment of the Wolverine and Punisher prototype, and somehow he's caught on as the high-violence poster boy. Go figure." Damn, take that one, Marvel. That's what you get for trying to make fun of our beloved Deathstroke with that mockery you call Deadpool. I hope his healing factor can get him past that bitch slap. Funny enough, in a separate interview with Marvel legend Stan Lee, when asked who his favorite character was in the DC universe, he responded, Lobo. Oh, so I guess you didn't take it as a bitch slap. Touché, Marvel.
Smile, dipstick.
Lobo's lack of mainstream popularity would deal him another blow when it came time for the Marvel vs. DC crossover comic book. There was a fan vote to decide who would win the match between him and Wolverine. When it came time for fanboys to vote, fortunately, Wolverine got the upper hand. Lobo did, however, manage to catch the attention of actor Andrew Bernarski, who you might remember from Batman Returns as Chip Shrek, or from Texas Chainsaw Massacre as Leatherface, or if you're like the rest of us in the 90s and you're duped into seeing that god-awful Street Fighter movie, you might remember him as the highlight of the film, Zangief.
This way!
Quick! Change the channel! General Bison, he's a bad guy. If you know this, then why do you serve him? Because he paid me African fortune, you moron. You got paid?
Fun fact, and use my Mohawk's name.
That was beautiful.
Bernarski took a personal interest in seeing a film adaptation of the Lobo character. In fact, he personally funded makeup tests to be done and sent out to various studios, hoping someone would bite and eventually make the film. Unfortunately, no one's bit yet, and the closest thing we've got is a 2002 short film adaptation of the Lobo Paramilitary Christmas Special. The movie can be found on YouTube. It's about 13 minutes long. It's okay.
Lobo! Just when you think you've seen everything.
The basic premise is the Easter Bunny has hired Lobo to kill Santa Claus. That's right, the fucking big man himself. It seems the Easter Bunny's pissed because he never received a Red Ryder BB gun or something like that. I really don't know.
It's Santa Claus, see? He's gotten way too big for his britches. Hell, his Christmas is out of control. How can we compete? I mean, what...
But if you got the time and nothing else to do, give it a watch. But if you want to see some classic Lobo moments, I suggest watching that Superman the Animated Series they had in the 90s. He's just got some classic lines in that one. And he's voiced by Brad frickin' Garrett. Yeah, you might know him from that one show, but he's a lot better in this. And his voice acting has always been kind of spot on.
Awful brave talk for a dead man.
I'm not dead yet.
You're right. My watch is about 10 seconds fast.
Now, as a character in the Injustice roster, I think Lobo is a perfect addition. He's pretty obscure, and a lot of people might not know about him. And those who do enjoy the fact that he's there. They can appreciate where he came from and what he is. And if you've played most of the NetherRealm games, Mortal Kombat, I think you can agree that he just fits right in with their classic characters. He's dark, brooding, menacing, and the perfect anti-hero to add.
They don't call me the main man for nothing.
Well guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys learned a little bit about Lobo. And if you haven't signed up yet, please feel free to sign up for the Injustice Live tournament through Facebook or contact me on Xbox Live. My profile name is Fosco Grub. Thanks guys.
Thanks.
What was that for?
Didn't want you to think I'm going soft on you.